What's up, guys, and welcome back to Overworked and Underpaid Simulator. Welcome back to Moist and Mighty here in Megastore Simulator. Today, we've got a huge new update that is going to completely change the game. So, we've had quite a few days pass since the last episode. Your boy has been on the grind, bro. We've got 45 hours in this game so far, and I apologize. This, look away if you're squeamish. We've got a situation here in the warehouse. We're going to get all this stuff cleaned up today. And there's actually a big new update. There's new employees that we're going to be able to take advantage of. And this is going to completely change the game for us. So if we go to manage staff, you guys can see we've got more cashiers. We have expanded the team. I've got morning and night shift workers for both of these, which I really want to, expand our checkout options today. But, yeah, so we've got the cashiers, we've got the restockers, we've got 2 of each for each time of day. I'm really focusing on the music on 2 of them just because we're making so much money from that. You could see we've got $101,000 to spend. We've got our bakery stuff, which honestly, I wouldn't mind another baker because we're kind of selling out by the end of the day half the time. But we're at a 11 out of 11 capacity. And most importantly, we now have unloaders. So welcome, Jack. Welcome, Ivory. I would say those are the 2 most thankless jobs in this warehouse, and I can't wait to show you guys how they work. So we have nothing in dock number 2. Let me see. What do we have? Something small. Oh, wait, hold on. Ivory's working right here. Okay, she's hard at work. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. She's going to go in. She's going to grab stuff off of pallets, and she is going to take that to a spot in the warehouse where we're looking low. So we're going to follow her. We're going to see where she goes. She unloaded it somewhere up there, and it looks like that's the only thing right now. So ultimately, we need a lot more warehouse organization here. We need to make sure every pallet in here has a spot. Oh my goodness, dude, I'm going to absolutely cry. But basically, this unloader is a huge game changer for us. So if you have a pallet, like for example, let's just do one. Let's take flour. We're going to order flour. Looks like we could use maybe, let's just do 4 of them. Why not? We're going to do 4 flour. We're going to send this to dock number 2. Go ahead and purchase that. It's going to come over this way. Any second now. Any second now. Look at this. So we've got a new pallet of flour right here. And Ivory should be swinging into action. You go, girl. My goodness. This is the most beautiful thing I have ever seen besides my wife. Sorry, Chelsea, but she, we can pretend this is Chelsea. She's blonde. So she's going to grab these. She's going to put them on her little roller cart. And then she's going to bring it over here and place them on this pallet. So previously, before these unpackers, I would wait until the pallet was gone, and then I would have to take it. It'd be an empty pallet here. We'd pick this up. We'd go recycle it. So this is going to be a way to cut that out entirely, which really saves us a lot of time. Now, the other thing is now, it's already gone. I was going to say, now you pay a $10 kind of like fee for the pallet. Let's try this again with something else. Looks like our green beans are looking, we don't have any green beans here. So I'm going to buy like, I don't know, 6 of these. We're going to send that to dock 2 again. Ivory's going to do her thing. She's going to go pick this up, and look at our money, $101,633. We're going to get our deposit back on this pallet when she's done. Now it is kind of unfortunate that she can't take everything. She can only take 1 cart's worth. So she's going to take this over here, put these here. She should come back. She's going to go pick up those other ones and to wait for this. So we're at, remember, 633. We paid a $10 deposit on this pallet. It's going to close. It's going to send that pallet back, and we're going to get our $10 deposit back. So ultimately, if you have everything organized, which when we bought all these shelves and stuff, we just kind of put stuff up here willy-nilly. I thought we probably should have kept stuff in certain areas and kind of have like a produce section and a electronic section and whatever else. But as long as you have pallets up here that need filling, you order what those need, she'll come pick those up, refill them, send that back out, and we really shouldn't have to touch pallets again. It's just we're going to have to... Can I throw these in here? I can. Beautiful. We're going to have to make sure that every item has a pallet somewhere. So like these pallets are empty. What we could do, let me get this thing out. We're going to buy, we don't want 2 pallets worth. Hold on. We're just going to do 1 full pallet of each. We're going to send this to dock 2. And then while we're working, she should come and replenish those, which obviously is a really big deal. So we just have to make sure all this stuff that I have laying all over the ground that I was too lazy because I didn't want to get the forklift out over and over. We're going to have to make sure that we get all this stuff a spot. And then don't over order it. We can just kind of go through the warehouse, order what's needed, and that way we can always make sure that everything is organized and everything has a space. It's just we've got to get all this stuff up there in the time being. Now, to figure out what we're missing from each one, that is going to be a little bit difficult. We're going to wait and see. I'm not planning on restructuring this entire warehouse and organizing everything perfectly. We're just going to see what doesn't get taken. Like these things on the truck, that's either full from out there. Like either they've got a full pallet somewhere in here that nobody's taken from in a while, or they just don't have a spot on the racks with these pallets. So we'll try putting these up and we'll see how that works out for us. But let's continue picking up all of the empty pallets. It actually looks like we're pretty good. I'm going to open the store up and we're going to get hard at work. Now, you guys can see we've got $100,000, or we did. We don't have any more. Money isn't really the issue anymore. We need to get XP. We need to get more products out on shelves. We need to get more checkout counters for customers to be able to use. We just need to sell more items in general. Money is not the problem. We need the XP to be able to level up, because like in here, we go into management. If we're looking for the warehouse growth, we're about to get level 55, but then the next warehouse isn't until level 60. After that, it's 65. So like growth is a little bit stunted right now, and we're just, it's going to take some time to be able to get there. I'm going to say, let's start getting level 3 or you know, I think it might be level 4. We're not going to be able to get this until warehouse 10. Warehouse 10 we're about to get. Okay. I want to start putting stuff up on the top levels up here, but we're not going to be able to get that yet. So for right now, we're going to let everyone else cook. Ivory, you keep doing your thing. And whatever pallets we have laying around here, we're just going to get these up wherever we can, which it looks like. Can we get this one right here? Beautiful. Set that there. And we can just kind of get these up so that we don't have all the chaos all the time. I've actually gotten really good at setting these things. Beautiful. To be honest, my goal originally until this update is I was just going to focus on putting stuff on the ground floor because the pallet jack is a little bit easier to use, the little handheld one. But now that we know that we aren't going to have to ever reset these pallets or take them off, this is a good spot to be. We are going to be able to, this thing can reach level 3, but we want that new one to be able to reach level 4. And this is kind of a sketchy spot to be here. We're good. Get this guy up here. Perfect. Your boy is absolutely flying right now. We got some more behind us. I wish we could just fully reset the warehouse, and I guess I could kind of let this thing run for like a couple weeks and sell out of all of our items and fix it later. But we've got a multitude of pallet spots for right now, especially once we're able to get, I think we're going to have to back this thing all the way up and get to the other side of the warehouse. But we've got plenty of spots to be able to work with. We just need to get everything in a spot is ultimately what matters. Okay, this is just a nightmare. Sorry about your bakery items. Yep, okay. Probably gonna end up getting this thing stuck. Trev, can I get this in any of these? Oh, we had it for a minute. There she is. Beautiful. Now, actually, looking at this, now that I think about it, if they've taken off of these, that means that there's probably stuff out there. So you know what? We're gonna use this. We're just gonna leave these. Oh, I think I just messed something up. Hold on, let me save. And actually, I don't know if that's true. I was thinking that if they're taking off of these, that means that they must be somewhere in here, but I wonder if our restockers will take off of these too. If we might have to go through and do inventory at some point, but for now, let's clean this place up. Ultimately, that's gonna make me feel a lot better. I'm gonna be able to finesse this thing in here. Get this guy. Beautiful. Look at that. Somebody was telling me that they're like a forklift operator, and well, they weren't telling me. They were just leaving comments. Always appreciate. I mean, you were telling me. You know, I wasn't having a conversation with a forklift operator, but somebody was letting me know that you're not supposed to leave it with the mast up. Apparently, that's a really big no-no. So we're gonna try not to do that going forward, and we're just gonna get all of this stuff. Is that a spot? I think we tried this one before. Beautiful. Look at that. But then something like this, like we've got doubles here, these apples. What we want to do with these is just get these over in the corner. We don't want to take up another, you know, slot on the thing with double apples, so then we can throw that away and that's all good. This one, these we might not have spots for. I'm probably gonna have to end up doing like a major overhaul of everything in here, and I might cry if I have to do that, but I'm hoping we could just kind of keep buying expansions and not worrying about that. Speaking of which, we did just get an expansion. So if we go in here to the warehouse, we're gonna be able to get level 9, which is gonna get us this, and then was that level 10? It was level... Did we just buy 9 or did we buy... I'm not sure. $25,000 sounds good. Now we've got the reach truck, so we're going to be able to get to the highest level in the warehouse. So we've got another spot too. Okay. I'm just going to leave this right here for now. Let's get these guys out. Let me see here. Okay, so these definitely have spaces then. Okay, that's good to know. I think all of these must have spaces already. Like, looking at the bleach, there's no way we don't already have bleach there. Let's watch him cook. Nothing going there. But the thing is like, if there's a bleach spot in here, we need one of our restockers to take the bleach off of there to put it in there, and then our warehouse person will come grab the bleach. So we're just going to keep an eye on this for right now, and we can leave these here. I think let me see if we make money. We don't get the money for throwing that in there. What happens if we recycle it? Will we make the money from recycling? 81. Yes, we do. Okay, so don't throw it in this thing. Throw it in the recycling machine. But again, once these are all done and there's no product in there, it'll just automatically take them away and refund the investment that we had. The deposit that we put down. 10 bucks for a pallet. That actually seems like a pretty decent deal. Okay, this might be a good opportunity. So let me buy a pallet of these. A pallet of these. A pallet of these. We're going to send these to Dock 2. Oh, it's going to feel so good when we have this done. Oh my goodness. Let me see. We really didn't gain that much space. It was just kind of this block right here with the new loading dock, which is good in itself. Oh, this is our new reach truck. We're going to have to get this out of here before we end up getting the new stuff that we just ordered. This thing is cool. Hold on. It's got like it's got a small, we're sitting sideways. No wonder it feels weird. Okay, so technically we're facing this way, but we can come up and grab stuff like this. And this we can actually put all the way up on the very top shelf. Woo, that is beautiful. Now let me see here. Will you take anything from the truck? If you don't take it from the truck, that means anything in here does not have a spot if it's full, which means that these have spots. So what we're going to do is I know this is just absolute chaos right now. I hope you guys are following. These have spots. So we're going to take these over here. We're going to get rid of them, and then we can just recycle these pallets. Get rid of you. Get rid of you. Eventually, this back corner should be taken care of. All these done. And you know what? I don't really care about the 20 bucks or the environment. We're just going to get rid of that. Okay, let me get this out of the way. And anything in here that has not been restocked is now... Where are my things? They're above me. Okay. Anything in here that hasn't been restocked, we know needs a spot on one of these shelves. So we'll just start throwing stuff up here. There's a long way up and a long way down. But like this one back here, that's going to be good. This should automatically, I hope, I don't know. Will it automatically go? Do I have to press? Maybe I have to press it. Okay, there we go. So we've got some new stuff there. And to be able to organize the warehouse without going through and re-putting everything in a certain spot and taking a full inventory, now what we can do is when we go in and we look at stuff, when we get low on things, we're going to order it. And if what's it called? If the new warehouse workers don't take it off the truck, we have none of these on the carts. I'm gonna send this to the storefront or on the shelves. We're gonna have to get that there. But yeah, anything that sits unopened or anything in the warehouse, we know for a fact that needs a spot. So we're gonna work on that, and then as soon as all these people get out of here, we've only got 2 more minutes in the workday. We're gonna be able to start working on the inside as well. Take both of these. Thank you very much. And I think these are gonna need a spot on shelves. So we've got vegetables. Maybe put these next to the French fries. You can fit 10 in there. That's pretty good. Does this have a price? This didn't have a price. It did have a price. Do we have green beans somewhere? Or my stockers just slow and lazy, or how does that work? I don't see it anywhere. So we'll leave that as is. We've got luncheon meat. This could kind of go, I think we have Spam somewhere, right? I think we're going to start getting kind of, oh, it needs to be placed in a fridge. Is this down here? That is down there. Okay. So we've got some organization issues to figure out, but ultimately, you know, at least we kind of have a bit of a direction. Do we make money off these? No. Come on, guys, get out of here. Come on. I'm ready to shut up shop. I'm ready to get ready for the next morning. Look at our bakery, dude. The bakery is starting to get ravaged. We're selling out of stuff. We're going to have to hire a second baker. Do we have the opportunity, that new level up that we got? Can we hire a baker? No, the next one's going to be at 57. Okay, let me see if there are any other good Staff we should be looking at 126 and 112. That's pretty good, Peyton. William, I'm sorry. He's late on checkout number 2. We're going to get rid of him. And then Peyton is going to be late on checkout number 2. I like to go through and try to see if there's anybody good each day. Not going to hire any bakers. 152 and 112 for Mauricio. Oh, man. All right. Jack has the late shift. We're going to get rid of him. And we're going to get... Oh, nope. Mauricio was early, but we can come in here, change him to late. Save changes. Perfect. And that, my friends, is another day. So $12,600 in sales. Like I said, money is good. We're making good money here. We just really need to focus on getting more things sold. And I think a lot of that has to do with this. So we want to move these things around. So I would like to have these even. I kind of feel like we need more self-checkouts, if you want me to be honest. I don't want to mess up our flow. I'm going to have that there. We're going to move this guy over here for right now. We really need some more space, dude. Like, I'm tempted to buy more space. What are our next 7,100? Like, I don't want to spend too much money. This is going to be on the upper floor. I don't feel like we need that right now. I'm going to go for it because we are going to be adding some stuff upstairs. Let me see how this looks. Okay, we only got that. That is a crazy amount of money for very little square footage. Granted, you can fit a lot of stuff in here. I do personally love, let me get these two back open, but I love that we've got like this feels like Disney World after hours or something. Like sometimes there are more people in the theme park after hours than there are during the day, like guests, just because there's so many people working behind the scenes and fixing things and maintenance and whatever else. So I kind of feel like there's just a lot going on in here over a large amount of time. Are we out of this stuff? I guess I'm going to buy some full of these and we can start working on seeing what's not being replenished. And part of it could just be a timing thing. Like our stockers need more time to be able to get stuff off the shelves back there, but I'm just going to err on the side of caution. And if we have anything sitting empty and unpicked from in the loading bays, then we know exactly what's going wrong. Dude, this is getting really expensive. I'm going to send this to dock 3 since we've got 3 docks now. Okay, next up, more self-checkout. So I'm going to say at least 3 more. Actually, dude, you know what? I might go 5 more. 7,500 bucks sounds good. Let's go ahead and send this up to the storefront. Oh my goodness, dude. This game is so insane. Oh, I meant to mention Hassan, so this is a solo developer that made this game, which I think is really cool. And he reached out a long time ago when I first started the series, and then he just reached out like a week or 2 ago. Been a little bit slow on my emails, but super cool guy, you know, thanking for the series and the support and whatever, and says that he loves watching every episode that comes out and stuff like that. He was like, yo, if you want, I would love to send you 10 keys to be able to give away to your audience. And I think that's really cool. I would love to give that to you guys. So if anybody wants a key for this game, I mean, to be honest, it is only, let me close these, we're going to move these. It's only like 12 bucks or 14 bucks or something like that. So I would recommend, if you guys are interested, supporting a solo developer. But if that's not an option, I'll, I don't know, leave like a comment with like your Instagram or something and we can get that going. So my goal here, I'm going to close all these. Remind me to open them, otherwise we're going to be in trouble. My goal here is to do something like this, just so we can get a ton more checkouts. Yeah, this is going to save us a lot of space too. So we've got 1 spot in between each of these. I'm going to go all the way down. We're going to be able to fit more of these in than I thought. So we've got 5. Is this going to be 6? Here it is. And I'm going to say, I don't want it to get too crazy, but I say we do something like this. I mean, this is, you know, kind of like consumer hell or something. Like I wouldn't want to go to a store with this many self-checkouts, but listen, your boys got to get XP. And the only thing I could think of is adding more products and more checkouts for people to be able to get to. So we're just going to line these things up. And these machines are going to go to work for us. We actually ended up buying the perfect amount here. Switch this guy around. And to be honest, I don't know why I hire you guys. You guys I don't feel like you don't really do all that much compared to these things, but I am going to keep both of you for now. It's just crazy. We've got all these things, $1,500 up front. Don't have to ever pay another penny. These guys, we're paying 4 employees hundreds of dollars a day, but it's just a part of the process, I guess. So we could have more customers coming this way. I'm gonna try to make this space nicely. So we've got this right in the middle there. Is that enough space? I mean, it's a little close, Trev. Let's bring this back 1.5 squares. Do that there. Open him back up. And then this guy, we can say another 1.5 squares just to make sure that people don't feel too crowded. I feel like that's a little bit too much. Something like that, maybe? Oh, that's way too close. Okay. What about like this? That's pretty good. That's fair checkout spacing, and then that leaves all of this open for us to get stuff on shelves. Moment of truth. Let's see what we've got going on back here. So we ordered to dock number 3. Anything that has anything taken off of it means that it's probably already got a spot. Shoot, dude, I don't know. I'm basically delaying the inevitable because I really don't want to go through and fix everything. Why? I think it's just taking a long time to get all this stuff. We might have to wait a minute. I'm gonna wait a minute. I'm gonna let time pass, and we're gonna see where we're at once she's done doing her job. That's the thing. Like, we might be better off deleting these and hiring 4 more people, 2 in the morning, 2 at night, to be able to do this restocking, because it is getting a little difficult. See how we're doing up here. We finally sold out all those albums. These are sold out. I'm gonna buy a pallet of those. We can send that to dock number 2. And we're just going to let her cook and see where we end up. I did end up putting both of them on all day. Obviously, music in the last episode, we really learned that some of our musical instruments and stuff were making the most money. So I've always had somebody dedicated to that. But we just want to have everything all good to go. So it looks like they're getting stuff back on the bakery shelves, which means we're going to be able to get this bakery back together. And if we look through here, a lot of this stuff is looking pretty good. Now, the other thing I want to do is taking a look at music. This is going to be really expensive. I don't want to spend too much money. I'm going to do, I don't know how I want to do this. I really just want to figure out what's, okay, so she's not working. I want to figure out what doesn't have a spot. I don't think this has a spot. Nobody's taken anything from this. So we can get this. I always lose my freaking forks here because they're too high up there. We can put this thing is crazy to drive. Honestly, the forklift had a much bigger footprint, which made it hard to go through the aisles. But this thing, it turns on such a dime. We're going to have to get used to a new movement system here. But I guess it's just going to take time. We're going to have to wait and see. And whatever they don't pull from, like I said, we know those are going to be missing from the shelf. So like this here, I'm assuming that this isn't on a shelf. And eventually one day I may go through and, oh, we've got a 5th level? I didn't realize we had a 5th level. Okay, that changes it. We've got plenty of space too. We can be a little willy-nilly with that. But these, we know, let me see if I could find one of these. Oh gosh. I'm looking for the triangle thing or the black swirly donut. It's going to be in the wooden box. Yeah, we've got a lot of these. There it is, the triangle thing. So we know for a fact that those have spots. So what we're going to do is let's just get these off. We're going to leave these in the restock area for now, and we know we don't buy these again, and we'll just wait until those are sold out. Unfortunately, it's not going to be like perfectly organized for, you know, at least a week or so, or until we start selling out of things, but at least we're kind of starting to get a bit of a look at this. And we know that any future item that we buy, we're going to want to immediately get up there, which we can kind of start to get to work on right now. So let's see here. We know that music is really, really good, so I think we continue to focus on that. Or part of me wanted to try to get into electronics. We're kind of already starting on electronics. Maybe we try to get to the MacBooks. I'm going to get all 3 of these. So we've got a Pineapple smartphone, tablet, Pro tablet. We've got phone cases. And then we've got these thin laptops. So what I'm going to do to start is we're going to purchase all of these and send them to the storefront. Then I'm going to go through, I'm going to get everything one more time. But this time we're going to max it out to be able to purchase to the what's it called? To the dock. I'm going to send it, I don't know what dock. Is there a dock that's open? Is dock 1 open? It is open. We got to make sure we shut these so they're ready for the next order. Get rid of this. Get rid of this. And get rid of this. Oh, we're already at $69,000 for a pallet of smartphones. Okay, so this is going to be a little bit more difficult than I thought. Let's just get, because I want to get the pallets up on the shelves. Let's just get 3 of everything. That's still going to be way too expensive. Dude, even just buying 1 of everything is really expensive. Now, if I buy 1 of everything, it's going to be $18,240. Okay, shoot. Scratch this idea. We're just going to get the furniture and stuff that we need for this. So my plan was we were going to buy individual items so that we could just, you know, we had all these. We knew exactly what had to be put up on shelves. And then I was going to buy pallets of the stuff and get them set up in the warehouse. But I guess we just get these things out on the floor, and we're going to have to spend another day making some money before we're able to ball out like that. But it's going to be worth it, trust. We're finally going to have some computers, some high-profile electronics, and then we can go back to music, and we'll really kind of build up this top area today. Send this off. Perfect. Thank you. Appreciate you, bud. Oh, as always, you guys work way too hard delivering stuff to me. But let's see. Okay, so this is our electronic setup right now. I really want to get the electronics looking a little bit nicer, I gotta be honest. Not super stoked with how it's been so far. I'm imagining that the phone cases are gonna go up on the hanger, and then everything else is going to go on an electronics table. I think we've got one extra slot on the electronics tables. They've got 3 though. I say we just, let's get 2 more electronics tables and 1 more hanger. That way everything can be a little bit better organized. So we're going to get one of these. Send this out front. We'll grab this. Grab a couple of these. Again, thank you, sir. I'm sorry. Come over here like 6 times before the day even starts, but it's gonna be worth it. All right, so I mean, I don't want to get too like organized with it. We should probably just put the phone cases here, shouldn't we? And we're gonna need some of these. Let me get 4 of these. We're gonna order this to dock number 1. We're gonna see if they take anything off of that. I don't think we got those set up, but yeah, I would love to have like a phone case thing here, and I mean, the other ones are gonna be fine. And you know what? I meant to buy 2 of these. That's my bad. I'm gonna have to go purchase another one. Can I buy this from here? No. Yes, Greg, I know. Please don't kill me, dude. It's the last one, I promise. We're gonna open the store, and then I'm gonna call you 6 more times tomorrow. It's a good thing they don't charge me for shipping fees. Otherwise, we'd be in a lot of trouble. But yeah, this is gonna be nice because we can have like items together. I would like to split it up a bit more, but honestly, square footage is kind of at a premium here. So if we set these up, we can take, it was smartphone, tablet, pro tablet. We've got a pro tablet we'll put over here. I guess we'll just put all these. How many spots do, oh, we've got 4 spots. Shoot, okay, I overbought again. We're gonna be fine. We'll do pro tablet here. Smartphone can go in this first spot. I'm liking the prices on these. Pro tablet has to go 1 to the right, so we'll get this set up over here. It was actually funny, the dev, he was saying, and this was a while ago at this point, you know, again, a couple weeks ago. Remember when I was crashing out about how the employees were, you know, grabbing stuff and putting stuff down and taking up slots before you could, like, move it? He said that he had done an update where they'll wait, like, 10 seconds before they do that to you, so you have a chance to be able to fix it. But, yeah, then we've got, I'm assuming, thin laptop. We'll go pro I kind of want to have these on their separate shelves. Let's go pro laptop here. Thin laptop is going to go over here. Get rid of this, and then we can have the all-in-one PC, which is going to be on this shelf. Oh, you can only fit 1? Wow. We might want to take up 2 slots then. We honestly might want 3 slots because you're going to have to restock those so consistently. But it's fine. We'll see how this works out. So let me grab all these guys. Get these guys thrown away. And then we can... Let me see what order it was in just so we can try to be somewhat organized. It's going to be purple, pink, teal, green, rose. So we've got purple... I feel like there's too many slots there. Let's just start taking... Oh, hold on. I'm going to start just doing 1 slot. Purple, pink, teal, green, and then last but not least, we're going to have rose, and I'm just going to pick up all these extras. I'm not doing this job anymore. I have worked too hard at this job for too long. Your boy's just going to put this back in the warehouse. Somebody else can deal with this on their own time. We've got another hanger here. I mean, I guess we put another hanger on this side. We're going to reorganize all this eventually. But if we get this guy 1 square in, move this guy by a little bit, get this guy 1 square in, and then we can kind of center this guy here, and then these. And I feel like we should like flip these. The center's going to be right there, and then we can flip this thing around. You've got access on both sides and everything's centered there. I feel like we should probably have the computers facing where people are going to see them. I mean, if it was a real store, you would want to do that, but okay. So this is all set up. We've got extra storage for when we need it, more storage for peripherals and stuff. Speaking of which, did we buy these? I think we did. To be honest, I can't remember what's over here. That's these guys. And those are still sold out. So anything sold out, we're going to want to order. I'm just going to order 2 of each. I'm going to order 2 of these too because I don't think we have these on a slot. That's going to be another $5,000 there. And we're going to go put these up on the, what's it called? It's on the racks in here. And then those are some more items that we've got taken care of. Unless old girl comes in here and fixes it. No. Okay. So we know all of these, since they're not being taken out of the trucks, that means they need a spot up on the racks. If I can Okay. Oh, it wasn't low enough, Trev. Okay. But the second we get these on a rack, as soon as we place this, as soon as we place this, we should see a restocker come in here to grab that. Okay, so that's a new supply chain that we've set up right there, and we just need to go through, and anytime we have stuff that's selling out and it's not being restocked and it's not being taken out of the trucks, we know that deserves a spot in its own supply chain. And really, in my own time, I will go through, I mean, it is a game changer that we can go all the way up to the top now. That is so nice. But we can go through and we can try to organize this, and obviously we have a plethora of spots on these racks now, so I don't think we even need as many racks as we have. I guess we'll just kind of keep waiting because eventually we will need them, but we can kind of organize this when we're free. Get that one there, and we've got 2 more spots on that top shelf, of which we only need 1. And I can already hear you guys yelling at me. Let me put this all the way down. Thanks for grabbing that, dude. I just finished that. Hold on. We're kind of stuck in the... Oh, boy. There you go. Backing up works a little bit better. Send this off. Send this off. We need to make sure that all of our checkouts are open, which I think we're good on, but we also need to check the prices. And I'm really hoping we're going to see all of these checkouts used and see a lot of activity today. One thing we really need to be sensitive of is anything over here. So I'm going to buy, we're going to be able to buy 2 of everything. I'll just buy 1 of the guitars, I guess. 1 of each of these. That's going to put us at exactly just completely out of money, but that's fine. We'll send all of that there, and then we're going to wait and see if those are taken off the trucks, because we really want to make sure that we have those set up, because that's our biggest money maker. But we've got to set the prices on these too, so we're going to be going to cost plus 30%. $642 on the iMac here. That's pretty good. Looks like we're going to be about $310 on the cell phones. Not that much on the tablets. Sheesh, $21 on the cell phone cases. Now I know why Apple's stock does as well as it does. And these are actually fairly different between each of them. I mean, to be honest, I would probably go for this one. I like the purple there. The green's pretty cool too, but most expensive colors are going to be these 2 down here, rose and green. And the cheapest one is going to be your pink. So everything is all set up here. Everything's priced. We are missing that, but we've only got $63. I think that I've been saying this forever, but I'm pretty sure that our salaries are paid at the beginning of the day. I certainly hope they are. Otherwise, we're going to lose a lot of great men and women in here. But look at this. We've got a fully stocked store. We're starting to get that back section figured out. We need to let stuff sell out and see what these people move and don't move. And hopefully we are looking at a really, really good day ahead here. Most of these were taken. Let me get rid of both of these. Can I send this off? That means these 2 might, it's the confetti ukulele. Those might not have a spot. I don't know. We'll see. We're going to have to wait and see what doesn't sell and what sells. So let's see where she's going. Hold on. She's about to put stuff up. Does the ukulele have a spot? We're about to find out. Why wasn't, oh, the drums okay, drums have spots. That means these, it's either full or they don't have spots. But it looks like most of our other guitars, I don't see any ukuleles. And again, it would have been nice if I would have organized these a little bit better, but at the time this was not a thing. I don't know. Time will tell, right? So now we've got a bunch of people just standing around doing nothing, and you know, it's okay because they work hard enough in the off season. I'm really hoping that all of our money we spent in here is going to bring in some new customers, and hopefully we have ourselves a heck of a day today. I'm going to keep an eye on how much you guys work too, because we might have to forego hiring you any longer to be able to get some new restockers. But look at this, we've already got people getting phone cases and microphones and all kinds of stuff. All right, things are popping. I'll let you guys know how this day goes. Good job, everyone. I'm proud of you. Really impressed at how hard everyone worked today. Let's see how we did. Total sales of $28,481, a negative $25,000 profit, but that's fine. Really, we want to look at this. 146 customers, 136 were satisfied. Only 2 products that people couldn't find, which is great. We sold 557. This is by far the best day that we have ever had. So starting up the new day, I kind of let this run for a while. Chelsea made this delicious protein curry that I just went and ate, and I just kind of let it time lapse. And then I think our stockers should have finished everything up last night. Let's see how we're doing up here. Looks like everything is being restocked. We're definitely going to need more of these. I'm going to try to buy 12 all-in-one PC. I'm going to start, let's buy these. That's $37,000 right there already. Oh my goodness, dude. I don't know how to manage this. I guess we'll go 6 of everything on the electronics. We're still not going to be able to do that. Holy cow. Okay, I really am going to go to 12 on the PCs just because those obviously sold out really, really quickly. I might see what are these going to run. Let's run like 10 mice. We'll run like 10 keyboards. I just want to make sure we're all good here. It looks like these are all doing well. So let's send these over to Doc 1. And then the other thing is going to be these. So it looks like these are doing better now too. And I'm hoping that means that those have slots. $14,000. Do we think we could get? The problem is I think our next music licenses are going to be a ways out for anything good, at least. 1,600. Then we could get these at 32. I'd be tempted by that. Let's get these two. And then again, we're not going to focus on the vinyls right now because those just don't really do that much for us. I say we start getting at least, are we going to be able to get 2 of these? And 2 of these, $7,200. Yes, we are. So we're going to send these over to Doc number 2, and then we can get these. We've got a new segment of items we're going to be able to get up top. Does this not have a spot here? Hold on. I thought we did PCs and stuff. That should have a spot, right? If nothing's taken from that, that means they don't have a spot. So we might have missed that. But these for sure we know don't have anything since we just got them. So we can get this thing turned around, and we're just going to get these up on the very top level. And I think I do see, actually, is that a PC, all-in-one PC? It's so far up there. It looks like that. I don't think that's it. Okay, so we might be missing an all-in-one PC spot. I'm going to let them work a little bit longer while we get these up top, and if they haven't grabbed them, then we know for a fact we're going to be good. And dude, oh gosh, okay, this thing is really, it really doesn't like these. Eventually, it would be nice to not have the pallets this close, or the racks, so that we could just kind of back up specifically, you know, straight back. Get this guy here, perfect. Dude, this is, I honestly really enjoy this. Like, it's a bit chaotic right now, but it's a lot of fun. But yeah, if we could like come up here, come straight on, grab this, back up all the way, and have like a little bit of extra space because we're getting close to this here, that would obviously be the dream. We're gonna get these guys over here, perfect. Back this up. See, if we've got a little bit more space to maneuver, we're fine. And we're gonna be able to get this guy. I'm gonna back up all the way over here, and we can hopefully get this right up there. And judging by the fact that nobody has come to grab this, I'm assuming we've got a box underneath us. I'm just going to drive over it. It's fine. Yep, this, I mean, if you guys have watched me drive anything, this, you know, this is about par for the course. Now, when we get a little bit more space, we're going to be in a much better spot here. We could put this up here. And now we've got PCs that people are going to be able to grab. And if they immediately come out here, yes, that means that it didn't have a spot. They didn't have access to it. And these, we can go ahead and send off. These we can take, and again, I don't care about the 10 bucks. What is this thing doing here? Why would you just, this might not have a spot, or I don't know. We're going to throw it in this corner for right now. I'm going to pick up all these. This is from earlier in the episode when we were driving that thing all willy-nilly. We kind of knocked everything over. Get all these things thrown out of the way. And that, my friends, is how you spend over $100,000 on your store. And I mean, I'm happy with where we're at, but now we're just kind of at a spot where we've got to wait a really long time and get everything else under control. These, I'm assuming we're going to have to get up on racks. I guess we could try to do that. It is nice that this thing has a smaller footprint. I'm assuming these don't have slots. These are more recent pickups, aren't they? What is this? The ukuleles? We're just going to assume, dude. Get that there. Come back here. Get this guy. This is the drums. Get this. Bring this guy around here, get these, I guess, next to ukulele. So this is going to be kind of a music section. Dude, how nice would it be? These, you see these aisle numbers, 16 and imagine if we could put actual aisle numbers on the what's it called? It's like the actual shelves, like the consumer shelves out there. And then we could match everything up, but that's fine. Over time, we should be able to get it, and I really look forward, like this right here. We're missing some of these, so let's grab some of these. We don't need a full thing. Let's just do like 8. These are getting a little bit low. Anything that looks like it's starting to get low, you can just order from, and you don't have to worry about over ordering. We'll get a couple of those, couple of these, couple of these. These look a little bit low. I like that you could see it on both sides. Tomatoes are getting lower. I don't know if we're really going to have that much money to be able to do this, but we all do all that. Send it to Dock 1. And as soon as that arrives, they're going to be able to unload it and take care of it for us. So I'm going to park this thing over here, make sure our forks are down. We don't want anybody to get into any sort of health lawsuit or injury lawsuit or anything like that. We don't pay workers' comp or anything around here. We're already barely skating by as is. And I guess we're just going to have to open up another day. So there you guys have it. Dude, I'm very happy with how that went. Huge additions down here. We do... oh, shoot. You know what? I didn't get the new guitars. We put the guitars up there, but we didn't actually get them on shelf. So hold on, give me a second. So we're gonna get the Midnight Black, the Neon Scale, the Sunburst, and then the Power Sub Speaker. We're also, I'm assuming, double rack there, and then music hangers there. So we're gonna want one of each of the, well, actually, just kidding. I think we already have enough double racks. We're gonna need $4,100. Give me a second. We should be able to make that. We know we're gonna need 6 of the hanging racks here, which it looks like we should be able to fit all of them along. These are 1 square, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm sure we're gonna have more in the future. Well, actually, how many do we have? We have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So if we just have 1 on each side, we're gonna be good. And technically, we can snap these, but then it doesn't. I guess we would have get the 2 in the middle first. Hold on, let me do this. We're gonna be able to pre-do this. If we get the 2 in the very middle, set up perfectly like that. Well, no, we're gonna have 7. Shoot. So we want the 4th one to be splitting this line. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sorry about this. It looks like people could still grab stuff from it, which is good. So the 4th one is gonna be splitting this line perfectly. These we can line up like this. We're gonna need more of these too, dude. Look at that. We've already sold. Oh, the violins we have is... no, they're not free. I just think we're missing one. Shoot. Well, we're missing one now because I clicked on it. My bad. I said 0 when I panicked that we hadn't purchased it, but I think we just didn't have it there. So we need $57.90 now. Unless she, well, she's gonna empty the box too. Okay, that's fine. But yeah, we're gonna have 3 here. This is the center one, 3 on this side, and then the subwoofers can go right here. Dude, the amount of money coming in here is absolutely bonkers. I love it. Okay, so as soon as we're ready, $57.90. We are currently ready, but we want to make sure that this is going to the storefront because we're to get this stuff up there. You got lucky today. I was up eating dinner and wasn't really paying attention. I didn't order anything beforehand, but good to see you, buddy. So let's take these things up here. We can get all this set up. All right, so we've delivered all of that. We're going to get the 3 new music hangers. Get that there. Oh, I think I ordered 1 music hanger like an idiot. Okay, where are the violins? Violin, we could put this here. Wait, this is a cello, not a violin. Wait, do we have these already? I don't think we had this before. Okay, your boy is messing up here. We're gonna be fine. Give me $298 on a violin. We're gonna have to get the cello to be able to fix that. These 3 need 2 more boxes, and then this is gonna go up here. Should bring a decent price, maybe like 150, 152, 151 it is. I think we're missing the violin and violin case, but I'm just gonna get the violin up there to start, and we can focus on others. Well, I guess we could probably just get the case too. We bought that new thing, so where it must have started here. So we can get the violin case, and then we're gonna have to get the cello, which is gonna be back here, the big dog cello. And honestly, those sell really, really nicely. So I'm not upset about that. And then we're also gonna get 2 more music hangers, another $2,200. Not a big deal when we're making cheddar like we are here. How you doing? I know I'm a little bit late. It's 2:45 p.m., but I'm gonna have you running back and forth all day, Greg. As always, appreciate you, buddy. So let me grab all of this. Love it when you can do it in one go. I was worried we missed a box, but we're fine. Dude, look at the absolute chaos. Between customers and workers coming up here, it is just absolutely ridiculous. But, all right, so we could put this here. Let's get the violin cases down. Is that what this is? That's red with white. This is black with red. Okay, so I'm gonna put this here. Yeah, this is a different case. $59.50 on that. And then we can set these guys up now that we have them. Let's make sure that we get this cello in the middle here so that we have that slot taken. And I don't remember. It was Midnight Black for sure was first. And ultimately stuff like this doesn't really matter. I think it was neon and then the sunburst. So we'll get these here, and we really need to get these priced out quickly. Come on, come on, come on. Market price. I'm just at least going to go market, and then we can fix it from there, just in case somebody tries to run up and get a really good deal. So we're going to try like 335, 345. Ooh, 342. 342 on this one, and we're going to be able to go 350-ish on this. 349. We'll leave it there. That's a nice round number. Not technically round, but you guys know what I mean. And then these, I'm actually gonna hold off for now because I want to wait and see where stuff is and if stuff gets replaced. I know these are up on shelves actually, so we can order these to Dock 1. They can get those restocked. These are up on shelves. Let's order those. These are, I think, and then I know that we did these. We don't have enough money for this. Okay, we're gonna be fine. So, yeah, there you guys have it. Small adjustments here. Obviously, there's a lot of balancing that's happening. We're spending so much money. Like, I grind for days on end, get $100,000. We spend all of that back here on new equipment and hiring new people and whatever else, but it's really starting to come together here. Now, I will say, this game is great if you want to grind. Grindy games are really hard for YouTube content, so we're going to see where this goes. I don't want to hang this up yet. It might be something that we have episodes, you know, fewer and further between. We do have quite a few games and new series and stuff that are about to pop off on the channel, which I'm really excited about, so definitely be on the lookout for that. It might be a little bit longer between these episodes, and at some point we might have to call it because it does get a little bit too grindy, but I do feel like we made a lot of headway here. I'm gonna be honest, before this episode, before I knew that we had the update to the staff and the unloaders, I was really worried, but now it's a little bit more manageable. It's just like, even if I'm not physically doing things, I have to sit here and let this game run for days on end, and every day is like 15 minutes or something like that. So like, it's, you know, hours and hours of having this up on a side thing when I'm editing or watching something else, which I'm happy to do, but if we have a ton of series going on at once, that's gonna make it a little bit harder. So we'll see what happens. I'm really happy with where we're at. I can't imagine, dude. I mean, you guys have seen how much we've worked here. We've gone up like 2 levels. I can't imagine trying to get, look at this. If we go to the max growth in the store, that's level 226 or like warehouse. Even if we just want a little bit bigger warehouse, we're talking level 75, level 80. Like, it's aggressive, but let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Hope you guys enjoyed. Lots of exciting stuff coming on the channel here very soon. So thank you guys for hanging out here at Moist and Mighty, and I'll see you guys in the next one.